Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. Any man who can drive safely while kissing a pretty girl is simply not giving the kiss the attention it deserves. Any man who reads too much and uses his own brain too little falls into lazy habits of thinking. Three great forces rule the world: stupidity, fear, and greed. If you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, you don't understand it yourself. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Two things are infinite: the universe and human stupidity, and I'm not sure about the universe. Genius is 1% talent and 99% hard work. A question that sometimes drives me hazy: am I, or are the others crazy? Student is not a container you have to fill, but a torch you have to light up. Never memorize something that you can look up. The world is a dangerous place to live, not because of the people who are evil, but because of the people who don't do anything about it. Blind belief in authority is the greatest enemy of truth. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things. Any fool can know. The point is to understand. It is not that I'm so smart, but I stay with the questions much longer. Logic will get you from A to B. Imagination will take you everywhere. The best way to cheer yourself is to cheer somebody else up. Wisdom is not a product of schooling, but of the lifelong attempt to acquire it. A clever person solves a problem. A wise person avoids it. I know not with what weapons World War II will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. Everything should be made as simple as possible, but not simpler. Gravitation is not responsible for people falling in love. We all know that light travels faster than sound. That's why certain people appear bright until you hear them speak. The most beautiful experience we can have is the mysterious. It is the fundamental emotion which stands at the cradle of true art and true science. Whoever does not know it and can no longer wonder, no longer marvel, is as good as dead and his eyes are dimmed. Once we accept our limits, we go beyond them. The only thing that you absolutely have to know is the location of the library. I'd rather be an optimist and a fool than a pessimist and right. I live in that solitude which is painful in youth, but delicious in the years of maturity. You never fail until you stop trying. There are only two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle. The woman who walks alone is likely to find herself in places no one has ever been before. Past is dead, future is uncertain. Present is all you have, so eat, drink, and live merry. Only those who attempt the absurd can achieve the impossible. Once you can accept the universe as matter expanding into nothing that is something, wearing stripes with plaid comes easy. If I had an hour to solve a problem, I'd spend 55 minutes thinking about the problem and 5 minutes thinking about solutions. At least once a day, allow yourself the freedom to think and dream for yourself. What a sad era when it is easier to smash an atom than a prejudice. The person who follows the crowd will usually go no further than the crowd. The person who walks alone is likely to find himself in places no one has ever seen before. I am enough of an artist to draw freely upon my imagination. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited. Imagination encircles the world. Life is a preparation for the future, and the best preparation for the future is to live as if there were none. Possessions, outward success, publicity, luxury. To me, these have always been contemptible. I believe that a simple and unassuming manner of life is best for everyone, best for both the body and the mind. Intelligence is not the ability to store information, but to know where to find it. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination. Example isn't another way to teach. It is the only way to teach. When you trip over love, it is easy to get up. But when you fall in love, it is impossible to stand again. Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. If I were not a physicist, I would probably be a musician. I often think in music. I live my daydreams in music. I see my life in terms of music. I never think of the future. It comes soon enough. Body and soul are not two different things, but only two different ways of perceiving the same thing.